Welcome to the Royal Commonwealth Pool for day one of the Scottish Short Course Championships. I'm Robert Taylor. With me is Tony Rose.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Robert. How are you?
I'm very good. Good to be here once again for a three-day meet. This is session one. We have three sessions, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and finals later at 5:30. So as you can see, officials now poolside, getting seated. We start in a few minutes. Always a very, very popular meet. This year, some of our Commonwealth stars are competing abroad, so it's not quite as hectic as it usually is, Tony.
Yeah, and also same weekend as the English short course as well.
Yep.
So we often have a number of visitors from south of the border to this meet, but we do have a lot of northeast contingent, but a large number of GB swimmers down in Sheffield swimming at the English short course. But we have a great lineup here today, and this is your events this morning. Going to kick off with male and open 400 individual medley, and females as well. George Smith and Susan McNair, fastest qualifiers for males and females into those races. 100 free, double up again. And Rudy McKinnon is in, fastest Glasgow swimmer. And Evie Davis, University of Stirling for females.
Should be a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. Then 50 breast. Local swimmer Archie Goodburn will be up in that one. And also local female Cara Hanlon, and Anna Morgan and Katie Goodburn, all from Edinburgh Uni.
That should be a good one. All three will be vying to be top dog in that one. Cara Hanlon, of course, will be the strong favourite, Tony.
Yep. Moving into the male and open 200 backstroke. So Matthew Ward, who is a Scottish record holder, I think, in that one. He swam very well at Bucks recently, and will be looking to try and dominate that, his backstroke specialism. Competition, Jordan McPhail, but Matthew Ward looking favourite for that one, but we'll see how that runs through. And in the females, we've got Holly McGill in at the fastest qualifier, with Caitlin Ebbage, her teammate, following on from her. We've got some 50s, male and open 50 fly. Rory Gordon-Gibson got Scottish record in that last couple of weeks ago in Bucks, so see what he can do here. Up against some tough competition with Jamie Robertson and Brogan Hyde and Gregor Swinney, took that record from. And in the females, closing off the individual events, we've got Cara Slosh and Lucy Grieve, both fighting it out on that one. That'll be a good head-to-head with others as well.
But there is that 50 butterfly as well. You've got Dean Fern, the junior record holder, now turned 17, so he's swimming against these older lads, see if he can upset the apple cart.
Yeah, and we'll finish off the relay.
Yeah, we'll get a bit of fun to finish with, and we'll have three heats of that. We have the two fastest heats will be swum in the finals this evening. So a fairly busy schedule. Due to, as I say, start in a few minutes, and likely to finish round about 12 o'clock. Don't have an exact time for you, but it's a pretty full session, as it usually is.
5 heats per event.
The afternoon will replicate exactly what we've got this morning, with a lot of the younger swimmers getting the opportunity to try and post times. There will be A and B finals for some of the events. Everything that is 800 and above is heat declared, and there are finals for A, B and C for quite a number of the events that we've got to look forward to.
There you have your, well, that's the turn end there at this pool. You can see there's basically three pools set up. You've got the dive pit you can see in the background there. That's open all session for warming up and swimming down. You've got the race pool just to your right there, and that's the turn end. And then you can see off to the left there's a boom in this 50-metre pool here at Royal Commonwealth Pool, and that's available for warming up and swimming down as well. And, nice arty shot there of the lane ropes. Anti-wave lane ropes there. trying to minimise the wash. And that green indicates in the middle of the pool somewhere.
Yeah, that's
on the outside lanes.
That's outside lane, yeah.
So that's the swimmers for your first heat here. Cameron O'Donnell, South Lanarkshire in 3, Adam Meikle, Tynemouth in 4, William Oliver, Alnwick Dolphins in 5, all 16.
As you say, Tony, quite a number of swimmers from the North of England coming up to this one in preference to the English one. Good to see them back up here as they usually come up to this meet every year. So, very level start. Butterfly, backstroke, breast and free for the IM, 4 lengths of each.
Less than a second between these 3 on entry time. 4:51.7 through to 4:52.2, so almost only half a second. So it's Adam there, 28.7. He's, I say, the Tynemouth swimmer. Got a good lead, but 4 IM. It's not over till the end, which sounds a bit silly, but really the switching between strokes can be quite significant in 400 IM. As we always say, mainly on the breaststroke, that seems to be the one that really sorts them out. So a strong start and fly is helpful, but really got to be able to perform on all 3 strokes. And,
so 4 seconds for between them at the moment. So after the butterfly, it's just a question now, just getting the rhythm, keep that rhythm going. Still staying relaxed as best you can, and William's going pretty well in the backstroke, just getting that nice rhythm going and possibly extending that advantage.
Yeah, no, he's definitely extended out. Cameron's come back a bit. He was 3 or 4 seconds down after the fly, but he's popped back up on William Oliver. Adam Meikle in the centre lane, showing strong form on this fly and backstroke. These things can and generally do change as we get into this breaststroke. He's got a couple of body lengths there, and it looks like it's now Cameron O'Donnell who's definitely coming back fastest on this backstroke leg. He is the fastest in the pool. 2:16.41.
Just over 2 seconds, so Cameron has picked up just a fraction under 2 seconds on that backstroke. This is, as you say, Tony, this is where it can all change on the breaststroke, the slowest part of the race, slowest stroke. But you're a very strong breaststroke, you can come literally from nowhere.
Yep. And Adam's looking pretty strong though. He's consolidated his lead. I think Cameron's still trying to stick with him, but Adam's holding his own. See whether he can lead this race from beginning to end, and it's looking pretty good at the moment. And he's
actually extended it almost back up to 4 seconds.
So entry time 4:51. So we'll just keep an eye on that, because I think that on this form he's looking good to beat that. Good across all of the 3 strokes so far, Adam.
So expecting a split round about the 3:43-ish, and we'll see how that one develops as he comes down. Having had a really good breaststroke, and Adam turns literally on that 3:43 mark onto the freestyle section, and we'll see how this one goes. Adam on a 4:51.39, so every chance he'll come in and maybe get a small PB on this one, Tony. He's got a minute and 8 seconds to try and get inside that on that final 100.
We'll get a good gauge of whether that's on or not at this 50, won't we? 33, it's looking good. He can come back that or stronger. He's going to be
just inside a little bit.
Yeah, maybe under 450 if he can push it. This is good. He's led. It's not often, really, I don't think you get somebody leading from the beginning and never losing a lead in a 400 IM. He's really held his own across the whole of the 4 disciplines. It's a scrap for second though.
Yeah, certainly looks like William Oliver's going to get second. A very strong finish indeed. A really good swim to get us underway. 4:49.05 for Adam. Excellent start. A good 2.5 second plus and two and a bit second improvement. 4:51.39 entry.
Under that milestone, 450. It's always nice to break a little. Unfortunately, disqualification there for lane 5. Technical infraction, as it's now called.
Yeah, we never ever find out in the commentary up here what the reason is. Could be a combination of anything.
Indeed. We could spend all morning guessing, but there's no point in doing that.
No.
Into heat 2. So in this one, Blake Herdman in lane 1, the Inverclyde swimmer, Ben Toward, Tynemouth in 2, Taylor Sinclair from University of Aberdeen in 3, Harry Langford, Royal Wolverhampton in 4, Borough Stockton's Charlie Ward in 5, Hayden Sterling, St Ambrose St Thomas in 6, Jai Diddy, Tynemouth in 7, and Keir Stormont from Heart of Midlothian in lane 8. There we go across the pool. Full line-up. Strong start in lane 1 here nearest, but it's going to be the centre lanes are just ahead. It's the 3 in the middle. Almost got your arrowhead there, but lane 1's lane 8, sorry, is putting paid to that. There we go. Harry Langford 28.44, so slightly marginally faster than the previous heats. Harry Langford fastest entry, 4:46.53. Did swim a faster time at the Stockport Metro meet. So he's coming in on good form by the looks of it. Beside him, there's Charlie Ward, Borough Stockton swimmer. So
actually dead heat at half after that butterfly. 101.96, 102.14, a little between the two, and Taylor Sinclair not that far behind.
These two, he's pulled away, hasn't he, in lane 5 already. It's a good turn there.
Taylor Sinclair now swimming University of Aberdeen Performance. I think he used to be Elgin.
Take your word for that, Robert.
I think obviously finished school in June and then moved over to Aberdeen. 1:37.36 for Harry. We've gone a wee bit faster than the previous heat.
Yeah, Fly was only a 0.1 faster, but that's now a couple of seconds ahead, so he's really pulled away on that backstroke leg there. Harry Langford looking very strong, nice turn. I'm in lane 2 now, coming through. Ben Toward, the timeless swimmer. He's had a strong backstroke. He's come from way back into second, but it's still Harry. 2:12.80. So he's now nearly 4 seconds up on previous heat. So this is good entry time for him. He's done a 4:44 recently, so yeah, he needs to build on this to try and beat that.
Certainly looks as though he has this one pretty well under control at the moment. Long way clear of 3 swimmers. And Toward, Charlie Ward, Hayden Sterling, almost in a line, those 3 swimmers. Harry's really stretching now. 2:52.26. Well, that's almost 7 seconds faster than the previous one. So every chance he's going to be inside the 4:44.
Yeah.
Probably looking every chance of getting into the low 440s here.
And this will be pushing him, so there's A and B finals and junior finals, I think it is junior. And regardless, Harry's putting himself in in with a shout of one of those, because he would be in a junior final if it is. So he's swimming really well here. 3:31.90. Oof. So that's 12 seconds.
Wow.
So this is looking sub 4:40 here.
Yeah, certainly looking well at sub 4:40. Maybe something like a 4:37 here, Tony.
So that pushes him right up the field, right up the field into that top 20.
Yeah. Esther, way back. He's got almost 15 metres advantage onto the final. Well, now 14 seconds faster.
So this is going to be a sub 4:35 at this rate.
Yeah.
What a swim. Youngster from Royal Wolverhampton Club. Still pushing out hard from the turn. Big kick off the wall there. Good race for second. We'll focus on that once Harry's come in. It's building up for a cracker for second, but here we come. What a super swim.
Very dominant swim.
Whoa.
Now, as you said there, Tony, inside the 4:35, 4:34, 69, and coming down strongly. Hayden Stirling will just take second. Charlie Ward just hanging on to get third. Good swim, some of those two guys.
Yeah, super.
You know, just Harry was miles ahead.
He was outstanding, but yeah, that's a big improvement for Hayden and Charlie. Hayden on his entry time, Charlie's there or thereabouts. So, well,
16-year-olds, you normally get an improvement of about 10 seconds, even at 16, but that's a cracking swim.
Yeah, that puts the pressure on swimmers to come, really. Super swim there, Harry. I think we'll be seeing him again.
I'm sure we will, yeah, after that.
On to heat 3. Lewis Gow, lane 1 from Tiverton. Julian O'Croy from Delting in 2. Innes Gow, Gady in 3. Conan Swinney, Derwentside and Gateshead in 4. Aidan Anderson from University of Aberdeen in 5. Lewis Gibson, City of Glasgow in 6. Alex Cantley, University of Aberdeen Performance in 7. Jack Philpott, Derwentside and Gateshead in lane 8. So let's see if these guys have accepted the challenge from young Harry in that previous heat. Fastest in, Conan Swinney, silver medalist at Snag. He's a Derwentside swimmer, but Scottish national. And he's in lane 4, and he is the one that's just ahead of Julian O'Croy, Delting swimmer, junior national squad member as well. He's 14, Julian, so a rising star, silver medalist at national age groups as well. And it's Conan, but Julian's still there with him.
Swimmer from Delting. Silver medalist also at Snag, so 2 silver medalists, different age groups though.
Yeah, Aidan Anderson, who's in lane 5, won his age group. Snags, 15-year-old. This is another strong start here in this. Yeah,
certainly look for Aidan Anderson, maybe coming through strongly in the second half of the race.
So 150. Still Conan, still the fastest in the pool.
It's faster than it was in that previous heat. So it looks like we're going to have some cracking times again in this one.
Yeah, entry time for Conan was 4:40, so he's got less to improve to get to that 4:34, but it's still quite a big margin, 5 seconds. And he and Julian are also here in lane 5. We've got Aidan Anderson as well, so he's still there. Let's see how he can come back in this second half. But there we have Conan, 2:10.55. So that's 2 seconds up on the last shot. So let's see if he's can pull it through on the breaststroke. Harry was pretty strong in all 4 disciplines in that previous heat. And here does come Aidan, as you thought, Robert.
Well, he still looks pretty strong. don't see him getting caught at this stage. He's certainly holding the other two guys and possibly even extending that advantage a little bit. 2:48.99. It's a nice healthy advantage of what, six and a half seconds.
Yeah, good race.
Interesting for second place, though.
Oh, also lane, shouldn't forget lane 8. He's
Jack Philpott coming through, making significant move. And Aidan Anderson, I think, just into second, just no more, but there's nothing between Jack and Aidan. Jack having a very good swim in the outside lane here. Our leader well clear now, running in 3:28.84. Well, that's 3 seconds faster, so we're looking at something just a little bit over 4:30. And again, you've got to think that will probably get him into a B final, A and B finals for these guys.
Yeah, it's got to be close. The guys above them have really got to get on their best to be able to keep them out of those finals. And
Aidan Anderson just gone into second again. Very strong in freestyle. So he's been performing last summer in a lot of open water events and performing at a very high level as Aidan. So he'll finish like a train.
Super swim though here from Conan.
Yeah.
He's going to be as close to that 4:30 as he can in on a 4:40.86. So this is another super heat swim. And he's just over 4:30 by the looks, and 4:31.76. Oh, wow.
What a fantastic swim. A good one for Aidan Anderson as well. Yeah. Inside that 4:41 entry, 4:40.27. That might just give him half a chance of getting into a B final with 2 more heats to come. The last 2 heats will be seeded with the fastest swimmers in the middle lanes. Very nice swim there. That's now confirmed. Blue Scout taking third. Well done, Conan. 4:31.76. So our penultimate heat. Archie Maguire, City of Sunderland 1, teammate Jacob Barnett in 2, Fergus Thompson, University of Aberdeen Performance 3, David Annis, University of Stirling 4, and teammate Finlay Davis in 5, Benjamin Beale from Derwent and Gateside 6, Thomas Traynor from Edinburgh University in 7, and 8, Finlay Bennett, South Lanarkshire. And Thomas Traynor now South Lanarkshire over at Edinburgh University in lane 7. So a lot of these guys have moved into the university programmes after the summer. And the 2 middle lanes, David Annis and Finlay Davis, out pretty strongly, almost turning together. 26.69. Certainly Finlay Davis, a very good IM swimmer. And at the moment, it's just the advantage with David in lane 4. Silver medalist at this meet last year, and silver medalist at Bucks. And he's going very strongly indeed. Nice start for him, 57.20. Extending that advantage on the backstroke. Finlay Davis in second. Benjamin Beale in third place. Youngster from Derwent and Gateshead. His entry time, Benjamin from the National Short Course, where he won the B final. Still the advantage with David from Finlay.
So looking strong, David. And just to confirm it's A, B and C finals this evening. There's no juniors, it's just straight 24 fastest.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes 95 at the halfway.
This is where Finlay Davis has got to make a move. Of course, some of these guys know exactly what they've got to do. They might not push it too much. As long as you're in the first 2 or 3, you'll be pretty safe for a final for this evening. And those 2 guys are beginning to pull clear. Fergus Thompson now got himself into third. 2:38.03. About a second and a half in it. Fergus has got about a second in hand over Benjamin Beale, who's having an excellent swim, the youngster.
Regular visitor to this meet. To Scotland anyway. You can see him up at Edinburgh International and the Scottish Nationals as well in the summer. Good talent. It's Benjamin, only 15 years of age. 3:14.77 at the end of the breaststroke. Looks like these 2 are maybe pacing themselves now. They don't know they've got A finals pretty much guaranteed. It's all about which lane. Both looking pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I got the feeling that Finlay had just eased off part of the way through that breaststroke. Knew he's done more than enough to qualify for the final this evening.
Looking pretty comfortable.
Time for 4th might be quite important here. It's beginning to just get a little bit more interesting here. Benjamin thinks maybe looking good for 3rd.
Yeah.
Coming into the final few metres, David Annis takes that 4:17.85, a bit slower than his entry time, but that's to be expected, as was Finlay, 4:21.02. Benjamin takes 3rd. Nice swim from him, 4:27.15.
A couple of seconds up on his entry time, so nice from there from Benjamin.
And Fergus, nice swim from him. So 4:29.74 is the 5th place swimmer. That might not be enough. Certainly the 2 guys earlier on at 4:31 and 4:35 that we had, that looks as though it gives them a pretty good chance of getting into the B final this evening.
Yeah, I think they're pretty guaranteed to C, but it's whether they... Final heat, Aidan Bruce from Aberdeen in 1, Gregor Ross, City of Glasgow in 2, and 3 Stirling Uni swimmers, Cameron Rapson, George Smith and Andrew Bertoli, Regan Gallagher, Taunton and Deanside in 6, Peter McGrother, Derwentside and Gateshead in 7, and Taylor Horseman from Tadcaster in lane 8. No lane 6 by the looks of it, so we've not got Regan Gallagher. And we have the fastest qualifier in lane 4 in this one, George Smith. He is the reigning Scottish National Short Course champion. Won the British Summer Championships in this event last summer. And so coming with good form. Well, a bit next generation it's called now, isn't it? GB Aquatics Next Gen meet, but also a finalist at the European Under-23 last in the summer there. Strong podium potential swimmer for George, and he's pretty clear at the moment either side of him. We've got Andrew Bertoli in 5 and Cameron Rapson in 3. Andrew Bertoli, no slouch to this one, won National Open Championships in this pool in the long course earlier in the summer. But it's George Smith, 54, 53, pretty clear lead. Andrew Bertoli, I'll stick with him, he'll have a heavy programme, just IMs and flies mainly, Andrew. And
he's at this early stage, Tony, it looks like those first 3 swimmers pretty comfortable for the final for this evening.
Yeah. And not surprising. I mean, they had a 10-second, at least 10-second gap between Andrew Bertoli or Cameron Rapson and the rest of the field. So you'd expect these three to be pretty clear ahead. And they're just going to be pacing this one. By the looks of things. George looking immeasurably comfortable there.
Fairly similar split to the previous heat.
Yes. Definitely eased back a lot on that backstroke. You'd expect him to be strong on this breaststroke, George. No real jeopardy for these guys at this meet at the moment for getting into finals. So no, I guess they could work it two ways. They could, you know, at the bigger meets, you need to swim your best in your heat to even have a chance of a second swim.
Indeed.
Sometimes you use these meets to practice that and really blast in the heat, even though you don't need to. But I don't think any of these guys have decided on that tactic for this one. They're probably swimming quite a lot of events over the 3 days, and so there's a degree of energy preservation coming in here. You don't need to go blasting out, and it looks like that's not what they're going to do. George is pulling away on this breaststroke, which you would expect. Strong breaststroker.
Not much between 4th and 5th. Yeah, George looks pretty comfortable now. 3:10. And Bertoli on a 3:16. And in 3rd place, Cameron Morgan is also looking pretty comfortable to be in that top 8. Here's McGrowther in 4th place, with Gregor Ross also challenging George Smith. Well clear now, Andrew Bertoli, and 3rd place Cameron. Don't seem to be working terribly hard, Tony.
No, I think they've realised that they just need to do enough, and here he comes in, 4:12.65, still the fastest.
Peter McGrowther's got to work pretty hard to get inside 4:30. I don't really know whether that's going to be achievable.
I mean, that's still, I mean, 4:12 is only 3 seconds off George entry time, so he looks remarkably smooth, but it feels like he's got a lot left there. But I mean, it's easy for us to say up here. Far be it for me to say he took it easy, but he did look comfortable pretty much all the way through that. Andrew Bertoli 4:20, that's not bad. He went 4:15 at Bucks recently, so that's pretty close to that. Cameron 4:25, a bit down on his entry, but I'm sure they'll all feel.
Yeah, he'll be quite happy with these three guys.
Pretty comfortable with that. Yeah.
He'll be back for the A final. Peter McGrowther won't be in that final. 4:35 will be in the B final. Probably Gregor Ross as well. So something around a 4:40-ish.
Provisional finalist there. It's the top 8, just under 4:30.
Yeah, 4:42.42. Finlay Bennett at the moment is the one that's just hanging on there.
That's your C final for the moment.
I think that's the reserves for the B final. I think it's just a B final for the
400. You're absolutely right. I do apologise. You're right. 50, 100s, 200s, A, B and C. 400s, A and B only.
That caption was showing 101,404 individual medley, so it's the event number. Don't confuse. It's not 102,000. So this is event 102.
That'd be a very long day.
Yeah, it would be a long day for us. So ladies now in lane 1. Manly Bow from City Sunderland. 2, Kirsty Gilmer, South Lanarkshire. 3, Sydney Boyd, Midlothian. 4, Erin Jones, Newcastle Swim Team. 5 is Sophie Sutton from City Manchester Aquatics. 6 is Alice Ward, Borough Stockton. 7, Ruby Robinson, Tadcaster. And 8, Libby Hadlington from Royal Wolverhampton School. So all 8 taking part in this one, and the entry times all pretty tight. 5:12:32 to 5:14:16. You don't normally see that in the slowest of the 5 heats, separated by barely 2 seconds. So Alice Ward, Borough Stockton swimmer. Good to see Borough Stockton up here again, Tony. They've consistently come up and support this meet.
Yeah. Stop the A1.
Oh, that's out nice and strongly. And she's going out like a train. I'm sure she'll have plenty in reserve for the other 300 to come. 108.85.
Strong.
Rest of the field all pretty well there, Tony.
Yeah, you kind of would think that given the entry times, but and yes, they will fluctuate back and forth across the strokes, but you're not expecting huge gaps to emerge. But just depends on the day, and we've seen already in the male swimming that some swimmers are on fire already in these early heats and pushing away strongly to get significant personal best by the look of things. So still Alice, or is it? No, Sydney. Just touching it out. Sydney.
Actually, Sydney Boyd, the Midlothian swimmer, who's having a very good backstroke section, and just takes it up.
Ruby Robinson as well coming through strong in 7. The Tadcaster swimmer. Finalist at the Yorkshire Winter Meet recently, and she's coming through pretty strong. And the early leader Alice is going to maybe find herself in 3rd after this backstroke leg, but all of a sudden out there in lane number 3, Sydney has had a really strong backstroke, 2:26.94. Got a neat fresh stroke as well, Sydney, so you'd expect her to consolidate this.
Midlothian, a very good club, not one of the biggest clubs in Scotland, but they produce some cracking swimmers, they especially in the IM.
Seem to be able to. Finlay in the previous, last
heat
of the previous was Midlothian swimmer.
Yeah. He's really motoring now, pulling away significantly. Well, this is a really strong swim from Sydney. And well clear. Alice is having a very good swim in 6, but being overhauled by Ruby Robinson. Now she's also coming through very strongly indeed. You can see the splits there, 43.78. Libby Hadlington also going well. But Sydney's really out and dominating this one now.
Yeah, she looks strong, doesn't she? Looks very good. She also has a strong breaststroke, so see whether she can keep that going in this last 25 and then finish it off with strong freestyle. So just keep an eye on her entry, 5:12. So
unusual to see a purple card, but it's usually a green card.
It is.
The Midlothian at 3:55.65 with the freestyle now to finish. Well, nice strong freestyle.
Yeah, you got to think this is going to be under 5:10.
5:05 maybe.
So. Yeah, this is looking good for Sydney.
Really nice interesting contest here on the near side. 2 girls, Libby Hadlington, Ruby Robinson. Ruby just a fraction ahead at the moment. They're well off the pace. Sydney's well clear.
Yeah.
Looking for something around 4:30 to give her a chance of getting a 5:05. And it might just be a wee bit over that. Going to maybe 5:08 perhaps, Tony.
Yep. Good swim, really good strong swim here from Sydney.
Another 2 girls, 400s between them. Who's going to get second? It's still nip and tuck between the 2, but Sydney's well clear.
Alice Ward coming back strongly, she's the fastest freestyler in that first 50. She's a good second up, 2 seconds up on everyone else. So has she got enough to come back? She's working hard, Alice. We'll come back to that one. Sydney, though, definitely going to take this one, and a 5:07.
Great swim. Yeah.
Is Alice going to get third? It's going to be
Lenny just maybe just hangs on to take the second. Not much between the two at the end. And most of them pretty close to their entry times. The ones that were there or thereabouts. But Sydney Boyd, nice improvement.
5 seconds.
Yep.
Nice. So that definitely puts her in contention for the final. She's up there.
Yeah, and with a good chance.
People have got to really swim to their times to not have her in there. So let's see. We'll keep an eye on Sydney as we go through. Well done to you. And move on to Heat 2. Nadine Wilson, Barr Stockton in 1, Gary's Ellen Denny in 2, Morpeth's Abby Coventry in 3, Tia Aitken, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4, Lily Ella Curran, Projects of Newcastle in 5, Lucy Rapster, Morpeth in 6, Faye Prosser, Highland in 7, and Annie Falkus from Morpeth in 8. It's a strong northeast contingent in here.
Always nice to see some of the older swimmers, Faye Prosser, 25-year-old, still competing at this level, Tony.
She's done well at first.
Competes, as you know, she competes at quite a number of the Masters events, something that you're still actively involved in.
I'm semi-retired now, Robert.
You'd never retire though. 31.06 for Nadine. Out strongly in that outside lane.
Pretty close.
And of course, Barr Stockton always very strong at the butterfly.
Funny how these things work.
Yeah. Now coming through in lane 4, Tia Aitken. University of Aberdeen Performance swimmer. Just possibly just taking it up.
Not a lot between 5 or 6 of them here, is there really?
No, there's not a lot there. 107 and a half. As you see, there's 5 swimmers just about there, or thereabouts, 6 swimmers almost. Tia just trying to extend that on the backstroke. Still on the far side, Nadine Wilson still well there. In 2 and 3, Ellen Denny, Abby Coventry. It's all pretty tight.
Yeah, Tia looking good. Fastest into this heat, 5:08.62. So that's she's going to have to go better than that to get faster than Sydney in the previous heat. And, she was slightly faster on the fly. We'll see where we get to on this backstroke. And obviously Sydney has a very, very strong breaststroke, so that's something just to bear in mind when we're checking out these times. Going well in Watton as well. Nadine Wilson, Barr Stockton, and she's pushing hard on Tia. Good push out there from Tia.
Field still well there. Probably about 5 metres between first and last, so good breaststroke from some of them, can get them back into contention here.
Absolutely. Abby Coventry, 14-year-old, is coming through, Youth Academy member, bronze medalist at the Snags earlier in the year. So it's now Nadine, 2:25.8. So still slightly faster than the previous heat, but not a lot. And see if these breaststroke, who's going to come through on the breaststroke.
Well, Abby Coventry making a move. Yeah. And Lucy Raper also coming through. The 2 Morpeth swimmers. And Abby Coventry looks a serious contender here, Tony.
Yeah, she's looking strong.
Bronze medalist at Scottish National Age Groups, just 14. And I think she's going to possibly just turn in the lead. Yeah, 3:10. Not much in it.
Very tight.
And the 2 Morpeth girls, as you can see, going very well indeed. Coming through strongly in 5. From virtually nowhere is Lily Ellen Curran from Newcastle. She's making really significant headway to try and get into the mix as well. It's all tightening up.
Yeah, 4 swimmers, well 5 now if you include Faye Prosser and 7 that are just a couple of metres between them. Well, here we go.
Abby Coventry's just managed to hang on. She's got about a second advantage, but that can all change on the freestyle. Lucy Raper in third. Well, can Newcastle girl in 5 make a move? She didn't have breaststroke, but she's still got it all to do. Abby Coventry still looks good.
Lucy's looking the strongest at the moment. A Morpeth teammate of Abby Coventry.
Yeah, the two 14-year-olds look as though they've got the race between them here, Tony.
Doesn't look like it. 50 to go. Well, look at Lucy, she's over a second
Lucy
quicker.
Raper looks as though she's got this one. Finishing like a train, isn't she?
Oof. Oh, Abby's fighting back. Well, look at this.
It's a good one.
Oh, teammates will be doing this every day in training, I suspect. And who's going to get the edge?
Just a little bit.
14-year-olds. Oh, I think Lucy maybe looking slightly
I think Lucy's
stronger.
just getting that little bit extra out at the very death.
Yeah,
Lucy Raper's got this one. Great swim for both girls. 5:02.43, 5:02.96. Great to see the two of them at the end, just separated by half a second. Tia Aiken, a good swim from her. Also improves on her entry time.
600s down on Sydney in that previous heat. That could be all important for a B final or a reserve place.
Certainly, 2 Morpeth girls have got every chance of maybe getting into a B final with those times.
Yep, super swimming there. Yeah. What a race! That was excellent. So let's see if the next heat can live up to that one. The swimmers, Lucy Hunter from South Lanarkshire in 1. They've got Morpeth's Isabel Munnick in 2 and teammate Gabriella Freeman in 3. Tony Jameson, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4. Poppy Nutman, Tadcaster in 5. Ava Smith from Gary in 6. Abby Whitfield from Derwentside and Gateshead in 7. And Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow in lane 8. 5:05s through to 5:08. So they're all going to have to go some to push themselves into contention for another swim later on. There's Tony Jameson, looks of things. She's the University of Aberdeen swimmer, B finalist here last year, so she'll be looking to at least repeat that this year as well. Aberdeen swimmer Gabriella Freeman, not far behind.
All these girls in the sort of mid 5:05s through to 5:08, so I think they're going to have to improve by 2 or 3 seconds to get them into a B final, Tony. Something like pretty close to 5 minutes.
So let's see. She's out with intent, Tony.
Certainly out very strongly indeed in the butterfly section. Just a wee bit faster than the previous heat. And this one's a bit more spread out than the last one.
Very much.
Not quite a narrow formation, but pretty close to it. And the leader just trying to extend that advantage. Gabriella Freeman, another Morpeth swimmer, going well in second place and maybe closing a little bit. The two of them almost together at the 150 mark. Gabriella certainly going a little bit faster, a 38 as against a 39.4. So she has the momentum on the backstroke section at the moment.
Abigail Crawford looking strong down here, the City of Glasgow swimmer. B finalist last year as well. She's not out of it, but she's going to have to go some if she's going to repeat that B final slot. She's Still in there, fight with third with Poppy Nutman and also Isabella Munach out there in 2, but Gabby now in the lead, 2:24.32. So that is again just marginally faster than maybe second and a half or so. But these two will be pushing each other on. We saw that in the previous heat with the two Morpeth swimmers helping each other get some good performances. And these two able to do the same.
And still a little between the two. Gabriella still just hanging on to that advantage, but coming through quite strongly in lane 5. Nutman from Tadcaster is certainly making significant headway from a long way off the pace. She's going to be there or thereabouts, I fancy, at the end of this breaststroke section.
3 seconds quicker than anyone else.
She might actually sneak herself into the lead if she can keep this pace going, closing with every stroke. So we could well have a 3-way contest on the freestyle.
Another good race.
Yeah, it's another good one. Morpeth swimmer Gabrielle Freeman still hanging on there just in no more. But the danger is coming from lane 5. Poppy is really having a very strong breaststroke, Tony.
Fantastic.
Gabrielle just hanging in there. She's just kept it together. 3:53.88. Well,
only just faster than the previous heat.
Just a little bit, yeah. So we're in the 5:02 range or thereabouts for both these girls.
Yeah, maybe a wee bit, because Lucy in the last one had a very, very fast freestyle leg, so they're going to have to go some to try and match that, but it does look like Poppy is giving it a good go. The Tadcaster 15-year-old. She's looking very strong. She's silver medalist at the Yorkshire Short Course meet, and she's bringing that form in here and looking up against Gabby Freeman. And Poppy is a second quicker on that last 50. Has Gabby got something left to come back at her? Does look like she's giving it a go.
Well, Tony's also coming through pretty strongly in the latter stages. Yeah. Probably left it a little bit too late. Poppy, I think she's going to pull that little bit extra out. Might get inside 5:02. No, that's not quite. 5:02.52.
Just 900s outside Lucy's time from the previous heat. Tony just, but still, all three of those swimmers swimming inside their entry time. It's a nice swim from them all.
Gives them a chance of getting into a B final. Yeah. So the remaining swimmers have really got to swim probably inside their entry times. Disqualification in that last heat. Lane 8 for technical infraction.
Yeah, so there's at least 3 swimmers in the remaining 2 heats that will need to do faster than their best to get into this one, and the others will have to be on good form. So nice swimming there from both Poppy and Lucy in particular, who's fastest going in at the moment.
Final heat, Lexi Lamont, Aberdeen in 1. Millie Searle, Geary 2. Evie O'Halloran Hudson, University of Stirling in 3. Teammate Chloe Brown 4. Evie Mackey, South Lanarkshire 5. Rebecca Reid, Aberdeen in 6. Ella Smith, Borough Stockton 7. Isabel Fox, Derwent Gateside in lane 8. Well, looks like we've got an empty lane in lane 3. Oh, Evie.
Okay.
And it's Evie Mackey. No surprise to see her up there at this early stage. Scottish age group champion.
Silver medalist at Next Gen meet in the summer.
Yeah.
Super swim from her there. Junior national squad member. Very strong prospect is Evie, 16.
Yeah, she's just sprouted in the last 9 months or so, Tony. So it's just been working hard year after year, getting better and better. 104.21. Well, Fox going pretty well over the outside lane, which is the one nearest to us here. But the advantage, quite a significant advantage at this early stage.
Yeah,
Evie Mackey going really well. She didn't really have a weak stroke. I always thought her backstroke's probably been the weakest of the four, but it's still a very strong part of the IM. Something that she's obviously been working at over the last 6 months or so.
Okay. Chloe Brown, Guernsey swimmer. She swam at the Orkney, won the Orkney the Island Games that were held in Orkney in the summer. Chloe in this event, where she swam her entry time of 4:43. But Evie's really absolutely pushing on this one. If that's her weakest stroke, Robert, then I think Chloe's got a fight in her hands. But we'll see how that evolves. 2:15, so that's 9 seconds up on the previous.
Evie's breaststroke is extremely strong. Her butterfly's pretty good. Her breaststroke's probably better, and her freestyle is cracking at the end. Very good distance freestyler as well. She can do everything. Coming down after that first 50 of breast, 2:55.34. And you see virtually sub 40 seconds. A lot of these girls will be swimming around maybe 44, 45 seconds, and that's the difference between, you know, someone that can really do a very strong swim in an IM, whereas someone that has not got that ability in the breaststroke struggles to get that little bit under the 5 minutes in the short course events.
But she's gone from strength to strength. I thought Chloe was maybe coming back a little bit in that breaststroke, but she held her in the first 50. But I think Evie has pulled away on this second 50 of this breaststroke.
I'll look for her getting inside that 4:48.13. She swam pretty well at West Districts about a month or so ago. And
well, if she keeps going,
improved on the entry times by 2 or 3 seconds.
Well, if she works hard on this one, she'll smash that, I would think. She's in 1:12, which, well, we'll see after this 50 freestyle, but that looks much faster than a 36. So, yeah, 33. So she's going to be low 40. No, she's going to be in the 44, low 40s.
Well, this might actually be faster than the fastest entry. Susie McNair's entered on this in a 4:43.40, and
she's pushing at it, isn't she?
You don't usually see a swimmer in the heats giving it everything, but she is giving it everything. She's going to be possibly just a fraction over 4:40 here, Tony. This is some swim. Swim of the morning. So far, anyway. Brilliant from the South Lanarkshire swimmer.
It's only 4 seconds. I mean, 4 seconds off Hannah Miley's Scottish junior records.
Yeah.
So that is a super swim. I bet she's pleased with that. She looks happy. Very happy indeed. Chloe, 4:52. So it's about 9 seconds off her entry. But it's more in line with what you might expect from a heat swim from somebody who you know is going to make the final for Chloe. But Evie's just gone for it. What a swim. Wow, that is the swimming. That'll be.
Well, Evie's possibly at the moment on the outside of getting the Scottish team for the Commie Games. I think there's every chance she'll be there. Still 6 months away from that.
Well, 2 disqualifications there.
But, what a swim
lane
from
7
Evie
and lane 8. But yeah, super swim from Evie. Wow, didn't expect that.
Yeah, good swim from Chloe as well, though.
She set the marker down for the next final heat. Alice Cumming in 1, City Glasgow swimmer. Lane 2, Sarah Tallentire from Morpeth. Dermot Side and Gateshead's Alice Forrest. Susan McNair, University of Stirling in 4. Emma Price, Borough Stockton in 5. And then 3 University of Aberdeen swimmers. Nuala Gow in 6, Emmy Aitken in 7, and Catherine Bodie in lane 8. Well, Susie McNair.
Yeah.
Emma Price and Borough Stockton and Alice Forrest, they're the central three. Well, Susie's just seen her young compatriot give it her all in this heat, so let's see what Susie decides to do to respond to that, if anything. She went 4:38 at Bucks, Susie, so whilst her entry time's 4:43, she's coming into this on excellent form. It's a super swim in that Bucks where she was second in a strong field, and she came through to get that silver medal, so she's on good form. That was only maybe a month ago, I think, Bucks, so out there in lane 2 as well. Seren Talentire, Morca swimmer, Welsh international. Seren?
Yeah. Regular up here at a lot of the meets. We've seen her coming up to the Scottish national age groups last couple of years up in Aberdeen, and she's swam very competitively at that one as well. But Susie McNair at the halfway mark, sorry, at the first quarter of the way through, just ahead 103.
I expect Seren might be swimming next weekend in Swansea at the Welsh National Winter Champs, but this is maybe I don't know, this is a warm-up for that, or whether this is the
might well be.
She may not be, but I think as a Welsh international she may well be down there, but we'll see. And Susie's still clear.
Similar time to Evie, 1:40.10, just a fraction faster.
Not having it all her own way though, is
No.
she? Emma Price looking strong.
Borough Stockton swimmer coming through strongly indeed.
Bronze medalist in this event.
Yeah.
Sure.
So she's not within the realms of getting this one, but both Susie and Emma just pulling away a wee bit from the other girls.
So she's now a wee bit behind Evie in the previous. I suspect Susie will pace this more steadily than perhaps Evie did. No real need for Susie to push hard on this heat. She will have a busy weekend, and so maybe just looking to manage her racing over the 6 sessions that she'll be swimming in.
Alice and Seren vying for third place. They're probably pretty comfortable for getting into the final at the moment, those two girls. Susie McNair just with a slight advantage, 2:59, 57. Well, a wee bit slower now on the breaststroke section. It was a very dominant breaststroke that we had from Evie, but these girls are probably not giving it everything. Emma Price coming through very strongly. I think they're just doing enough, Tony, at the head of affairs.
I think that's fair enough, really.
I think Evie was out on a mission just to see how much faster she could actually go.
Yeah, well, she proved that. So she's going to be the fastest qualifier, Evie.
No leg out. Going well. Susie McNair just fractionally ahead. Not much in it now.
No, just showing her experience here. I mean, she's only 18, but you know, a very experienced campaigner, Susie. And looks like Emma's maybe wanting to
I think she
get
wants
a scalp.
I think she just wants to take it.
And, so her entry was 4:47, so she's not going to be that far off that actually. 6 seconds. Yeah, I mean they're going to be. It's going to be around about her entry time, I think, for Emma. Maybe a wee bit out of it, but she's looking strong.
You can see Susie's kind of just switched off now.
Yeah, 4:47.83, so almost bang on her entry. Oh, 7 100s improvement on her entry. So not bad. Susie 4:49 looked very comfortable. And Alice Forrest
Yeah, and you kind of think that some of these swimmers in the earlier heats, that 5:02, 5:03, will give them a very good chance of being in the B final.
Yep.
We'll get the summary in just a wee moment. Evie Mackey, I think, was fastest. Susie will be, I think, the third fastest. And the caption finally goes down. And that's the result of our fifth heat. And there's the list. So Rebecca Reid, 23-year-old, gets into the A final, and 5:04 dead is the cut-off at the moment.
Yep.
A good swim from Sydney Boyd, just she'll be second reserve. Again, some of these swimmers a bit further down the field were pretty well near their entry time, so we've had some pretty solid swimming this morning, Tony.
There's your finalist or provisional. There's still, as we said earlier, heats this afternoon, and it's definitely not unknown for people in the afternoon session to get into finals. Often maybe the C final or the B final, very rarely the A. It does happen, but we'll see that later on. But we're now moving on to the next event, the Mellon Open 100 Free, 5 heats. James Leder, Hart Midlothian in 2, Will Gibson, Durham City in 3, Giuliano Lastroni, University Stirling in 4, Adam Thompson, University Stirling in 5, Sidar Gullen, Edinburgh Uni in 6, and James Kilpatrick, Carnegie in 7. So not a lot between these guys, 0.5 on entry. So we would probably expect this one to be pretty tight.
16-year-old right through to 28 in this one.
James Leder does a lot of master swimming. Was at Glasgow Uni for a number of years. He's back now at Hart Midlothian. But it's very tight in these lanes. Nearest does, not a lot between 7, 8, 6 and 5, maybe lane 6.
Well, James Kilpatrick from Carnegie might get this one.
The youngest in the field.
There's not much in it.
It's going to be James, I think. It is.
Well,
nice swim.
51.23 for James.
Yeah, that's a good swim there. It was a nice improvement on his entry.
Yeah. He's district champion, and takes almost a second and a half of his entry time. Well done, James.
Touching out Sidar.
Good swim from Sidar as well, taking second.
Heat 2. You've got Benji Jeffries, University of Stirling in 1. Ed Armitage, Dermottside and Gateshead in 2. Anthony Falk from City of Manchester in 3. Alfie Price, Orkney in 4. Edward Bell, Milfield in 5. James Bodie, University of Aberdeen in 6. Ross Anderton, Edinburgh Uni in 7. And Magnus Morris, University of Stirling in 8. So Alfie Price, the youngster from Orkney, is the fastest qualifier, national age group champion, junior national team member. He's really come through in the last year and a half or so. 51.48 entry, but wow, he's off. And looking very strong in that first 50, going well in 1 as well. Benji Jeffries, 23.78. That is a good first 50 for Alfie. Can he hold on? He's looking strong. 16-year-olds.
Potential looking at maybe just under 50 seconds, see if he can hang on to this.
Pretty impressive if he was doing that. Another 50 would be amazing. 50,
well, just about. A great swim.
Yeah, and Duncan Scotch junior record's only 49.47, so interesting. He's got himself pushing in for another swim this evening.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actually way into B final territory for Alfie. What a swim. Benji, very good from him as well. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good second or so improvement for Benji as well.
Yeah, super swimming there. Wow, these guys on fire this morning.
Nicholas, isn't it? City Glasgow in 1. Lucas Brown, University of Stirling 2. Dean Fern, University of Stirling 3. Jensen Norris, Perth City 4. Aidan Kay, City Glasgow 5. Evan Davis and Edinburgh University 6. Finlay Shang, City Glasgow 7. And Scott Fleming, University of Stirling in 8.
So
now youngster Nicholas, isn't it? We'll see how he does on the far side in 1. We've got Jensen Norris, Dean Fern, Aidan Kay in the middle lanes. It's very tight. Lane 3 possibly.
Oh, yeah, it's Dean Fearn.
He's
now permanently at Stirling Uni. He's moved from Aberdeen Dolphin, and it looks like it's working for him so far.
Just a smidgen faster than Alfie Price. And Dean Fearn looks as though he maybe has this in the bag. He's got a healthy advantage out that final turn. But coming through very strongly, Aidan Kay to try and challenge. There's not much in this, but I think Dean Fearn's just going to hang on, just getting inside the 50.
It does.
49.29. Dean Fearn takes that one. Second place is Aidan, 49.63. Jensen Norris gets up to take third, 49.77. All pretty tight from these guys.
Well, that's probably his third best stroke, Dean, and that looked pretty good.
Be pleased to get under 50 seconds though. 50.01 entry time now. Penultimate heat. Josh Denham, University of Stirling in 1, Zach Slater, Edinburgh University 2, and all course University of Stirling 3, Lachlan Parnott, Edinburgh University 4, Ethan Beelan, Tadcaster 5, Max Oldham, Edinburgh University 6, Harry Courtney, Tadcaster 7, and Elliot Amel from the Bury of Stockton in 8. Now Edinburgh University's Lachlan Parrott out extremely strongly, 23.45. Of course, close behind him in 3. Zach Slater in 2, not out of it either. Very tight between Aaron and Lachlan, and out the turn. Still advantage with Lachlan Parrott. He's just going to hang on and take this one. Not much in it at the death. Aaron Oakers and Zach Slater almost together. 49.63, 49.93 and 95 respectively for second and third. That was Aaron and Zach. Wait for that just to be confirmed. There it is. So again, hundredths of a second separating some of these swimmers.
More to come from Lachlan, and I think he just looked like he had a gliding in at the end, so definitely tenths to be made up with a sharper finish into the final heat. Oliver Vedren, University of Stirling in 1, Logan van der Meulen, Phoenix in 2, Stefan Kravich, Edinburgh Uni in 3, Rio McKinnon, City Glasgow in 4, 3 University Stirling swimmers, Leon Molam, Jamie Robertson and Liam Dawson, and then in 8, Kieran Lennox, University of Aberdeen. Lane 3 going out strong. Stefan Kravich looked good there, and he's good turn, and he's out. He's got a good lead.
Stefan just with advantage.
Rory fastest.
Rory McKinnon, but a third of a second back, and Stefan's looking pretty strong at the moment. Well, they're going to come back at him, but he's got a health advantage out the final turn.
He's looking very strong here, Stefan.
Jamie Robertson finishing extremely strongly indeed, and I don't think he's going to catch him. No, Stefan's got this one. 48.
Very good swim for
that's a great swim.
That is
48.22. Jamie Robertson 48.69, and Rooney McKinnon having to settle for third on 49.21. Leon 49.66 might be good. Oh, I think that the first 4 are all in the final. I think
that's nearly a second and a half improvement for Stefan. That is super swimming there. Wow.
Yeah. So there you are. 49.77. Jensen Norris.
Well, I don't think Evan Davidson would think if he went 49 that they wouldn't make the 8 final, but that looks like what's happened. So. There are
some pretty fast swims there.
C finals for these, aren't there? So these guys just on the edge there. But that was some great swimming. That was super fast swimming there. So that looks like a good final.
So we move on to the female 100 free. Asma Lafayette from Bahrain in 2. Amber Hinton. Dumfries 3. Jade Beery from Surrey Manchester in 4. Charlotte Thompson, Edinburgh University 5. Lexi Lamont, Aberdeen 6. And Emily Dawson, Tadcaster in 7. Another Midlothian swimmer, Charlotte Thompson in lane 5. Now at Edinburgh University. Nice start in lane 4, Jade Peary. Also over on the far side, the Bahrain swimmer, Asma Lafia. And on the near side, Emily Robson. I think it's just lane 4, Tony, at the moment. Not much between the three of them, though. Jade 27.55, got a third of a second ahead of Asma and Emily, and it's still those three swimmers who have the race between them. Middle lane, still with advantage, Jade. But there's nothing between the three. It's who's got the finish between them. You know, Jade, I think, is just hanging on there. Oh, it's tight. It's yeah, just getting up. Emily takes that in a 29. 96 finish on that last 50 to get in and just snatch it. 57.82.
Nice swim.
Yeah, Jade 58.12, 58.19. Good swims from these ladies. Second heat is Maddie Markle, Guildford in 1. Jade Blake, University of Stirling 2, Sophie McClure, Tadcaster 3, Emma Price, Borough Stockton 4, Katie Noble, Newcastle Swim Team 5, Molly Irwin Watson, Dumfries 6, Emma Burghese from Tadcaster in 7, and Amelia Mardell, University of Aberdeen Performance is in 8, 57.60 to 58.30, so another tight one ahead, I'm sure.
Certainly on the first 25, yeah. Goodness. Lane 4. So there's Emma Price, but also going well in 2 is Jade Blake from Stirling Uni, down here in 8 as well. Amelia Mardell, and maybe Amelia just edging it. It is 28.03, but that's about a half second down on that very strong swim from Emily in that first heat. But Amelia's looking strong. Coming through maybe now is lane 4, Emma Price. It's very close. Not sure whether they'll be aware of each other. Emma's just pushing through on this last 50, that little bit stronger, and she comes in, and at the end pretty clear, 57.69.
Virtually on her entry time, yep. 57.60. So that's finish order. So we move on to our third heat. 1 Ashley Drake, University of Stirling in 1. Teammates Josephine Klein and Paige van der Westhuizen 2 and 3. 4 Drew Mackenzie, Edinburgh University, and teammate Morgan Brophy 4 and 5. 6 Sarah Kravitz, East Lothian Swim Team. 7 Eve Wood from Orkney, and 8 Georgina Hawkins, Fourth House Penguins. First of the seeded heats, Drew Mackenzie should be the one should take this on paper.
Yeah, I think our teammate Morgan, the United States swimmer over this year at the university, will push her hard. They were both members of the Edinburgh Uni team that won the Bucks Championship meet, and I think they're the only team that won that wasn't Stirling or Loughborough, and these were 2 of the 4 swimmers in that, and nothing between them really. 4 100s. Morgan's looking strong, but Drew is pushing hard with her. And maybe Drew just pushing ahead on. Morgan's not giving it up, is she? This is a cracking race here. Yeah. These 2 look like they're going for it. Not hanging about.
It's just the advantage, I think, with Drew, as you say, Tony.
Coming through strong in 3. Paige van der Westhuizen. 55.15.
Well, virtually on seeding. 4, 5, 3, 6, 2. Nice swim from Drew, 55.15. About a third of a second ahead. Good swim from Zara Travis, the youngster, finishing in 4th.
On to the 4th heat. Phoebe Arbuckle, Warren de Bass in 1, Lily Mundell, Heart of Midlothian in 2, Catherine Renfrew, Edinburgh Uni in 3, Lucy Grieve, Stirling University in 4, teammate Lucy Hope in 5, Mary Mishenko, University of Aberdeen in 6, Leila Weatherspoon, Heart of Midlothian in 7, Mia McLeod, Dundee City Aquatics in 8. So bit of a stacked field with Lucy from Stirling. Lucy Hope, of course, Scottish senior record holder from a number of years ago now, but she's back in the pool. Lucy Grieve, maybe better known as a flyer, but she's really pushed on these freestyle events in recent times. Using it as a bit of a backup to the fly. And it's Lucy Hope with Catherine Renfrew, moved from Perth to Edinburgh Uni this season. She's had a good start to her time at Edinburgh Uni, and she's pushing hard well in lane 3 as well. Right up there with the two Lucys.
Not much
She's going to be pretty tight. Catherine also had a good bucks. So went 55.2 there. Who's going to get it? It's one of the Lucys, probably Hope.
Yeah.
But it's pretty tight.
Nope.
Yeah, 54.96. So the first one to get under.
Just used a little experience there just to hang on there.
Yeah. Lucy Grieve second, Catherine Renfrew, I think, edged it in 3rd, just under her entry. 56.55 for Lily Mundell, the youngster, as well. So this is building into a good final, this one. And to the final heat. Kiana Kurtz of Warrender in 1, Emily Maxwell, Government and Gateshead in 2, Emma Wood, City of Leeds in 3, Evie Davis, University of Stirling in 4, Cara Sloshen, Edinburgh Uni in 5, Melissa Turnbull, Uni of Stirling in 6, Chloe Harris in lane 7 from Edinburgh Uni, Mary Craig, lane 8, Edinburgh Uni as well.
Smartly away, Emma Wood and Evie Davis in 3 and 4. And it's now Evie Davis just at the turn with the advantage, and trying to extend that advantage of coming down towards halfway. A time of 53.92 at the Buck Short course where she won that, and 26.30 for Evie. Emma Wood in lane 3 trying to stay with her, and in 5 Kiara Slosson also getting into the picture along with Melissa Turnbull. At the moment, still the advantage with Evie Davis. She's going to take this. Kiara Slosson might get up to get second. Not much in it. Evie Davis takes that. Emma Wood just hangs on to take second ahead of Kiara Slosson. 54.45. I'll just wait for that to be confirmed. There we have it. Evie Davis, Emma Wood, Kiara Slosson. It'll be all good. Sub 55 seconds for the final. Melissa Turnbull, 56.10. And that's not good enough to get into the provisional A final. That's your provisional B final. And I think we've got a provisional C final as well.
A refresh, so one of the names, somebody's going to be different, but I don't know which one.
So that's all the swimmers' times and positions for that last event. So we move on to 50s now. It's male and open 50 breast. Adam Thompson, University of Stirling, is in 2. Jack Wallace, University of Aberdeen Performance. Ethan Collins, City Glasgow 4. Ethan Bird, Birmingham University in 5. And Fraser Dow from Perth City goes in lane 6. So we have 5 heats again for this one. So So far, Tony, we've not had any swimmers tying for 16th or tying for 8th or 9th or 10th or anything like that.
Sure, that will
6th, 17th, 18th. So at the moment, no swim-offs, but that can all change with some more 50s to follow.
I'm surprised if it doesn't, but you never know.
Yeah.
So splash and dash, 50 breast, 29.8 through to 30.07, so not a lot between these guys.
Adam Thompson over on the far side. Let me just smartest away, and it's all pretty close.
Very, very tight. Good turn in 4.
Yeah, Ethan Collins.
And also lane here, lane 6, Fraser Dow.
It's all very tight. Fraser Dow maybe getting this one. Lane 2 and 4. Fraser Dow 29.36 takes the first heat.
Happy swimmers in lanes 2 and 6 there. Bit of a splash of the pool. There we go, under the 30. Something to be pleased about for both of those swimmers. Well done. Moving on to heat 2. Finlay Wonnacott, City of Manchester in 1. Callum Aitchison, University of Aberdeen in 2. Lachlan Small, Stirling Swimming in 3. Aidan Fothergill, Edinburgh Uni in 4. Craig Shaw, South Lanarkshire in 5. Noor Ahmed, Edinburgh Uni in 6. Tinye Makamidze, Tadcaster in 7. Matthew Day, City of Sunderland in 8. Again, new lane 1, looking good. Finlay Wonnacott from City of Manchester. And but really not a lot on the entry times here, 29.4 to 29.8, so wouldn't really expect a lot of distance between them, and that's the way it's ending up. Maybe lane 3, Lachlan Small, Stirling swimmer, looked strong, and he's coming through. Good finish from him, 28.99, wow. So that is a nice swim from him.
Yeah, swimmer at Stirling Swimming. I think he may, someone did mention that I think he may have moved down to Millfield recently, but back up swimming for his
dipping under
club.
the 30 for the right same time. Was third at the British Summer Champs in his age group, one national age groups, and he's done well there. Alfie Maguire in this heat 3, the Chester swimmer in 1. Albert Whitlock, Tunbridge in 2, and then we've got 4 Stirling Uni swimmers: Oliver Vedran, Rafe Dobson, Josh Presh, and Nathaniel Shanubi. Ewan Weir, Phoenix in 7, and Daniel Hollis, Birmingham Uni in lane 8. No lane 5.
No lane 5.
So no Rafe, no Josh. Rafe is definitely here and is just in the lead, I would say, from Nathaniel Shanubi. It's those 2 University of Stirling swimmers that have got the lead. And it does look like it's going to be Rafe.
Yeah, he's clear, well clear in this one.
27.88, that's a nice swim from him. So, yeah, that's definitely on or thereabouts his entry. So I'd be pleased with that.
Yeah, these guys just want to get in and get pretty close to their entry times, make sure they get in, get a good start to get themselves into this A final.
27 feels like it's what's going to be needed to get into that A final.
Second heat, second seeded heat. Rory Webster 1, University of Stirling 2, Regan Gallagher, Taunton Dean 3, Ethan Balin, Tadcaster 4, Rory Dixon, University of Stirling 5, Joshua Mitchell, Edinburgh University 6, Royce Congela's, City of Glasgow 7, Anitas Irakunov from Aberdeen Dolphins, and Leighton Lavelle, Durham City in lane 8. Now Rory Dixon out very smartly indeed in 4, Joshua Mitchell in 5, and Ethan Balin in lane 3, but this one is comfortably going to be Rory Dixon's. And Rory takes that 27.44, just a wee bit faster than the previous heat of this event last year. So a nice swim there. from Rory. Just wait for that to be confirmed. Now we have the confirmation. Joshua Mitchell and Ethan Balint taking second and third. So on to the final heat. 1. Conor Mitchell, Edinburgh University. 2. Logan van der Meulen, Phoenix Aquatics. 3. Joe Stott, Tadcaster. 4. Archie Goodburn, Edinburgh University. 5. Andrew Arthur. 6. Michael van Blair, both University of Aberdeen Performance. Johnny Martin, Perth City in 7. Jack Mitchell, University of Aberdeen Performance in lane 8.
So, fastest qualifier in 4, Archie Goodburn. Had a super swim at Bucks, 26.4, winning that just recently. He's a joint Scottish record holder with Ross Murdoch, 26.26. He's looking very dominant here. You know, he's almost a second up on the rest of the field as he comes in. And he goes in a 27.08. That looked pretty nice for him.
Yeah.
Joe Stott, 28.18. Second. Third, Andrew Arthur. So maybe low 28 is going to get you into this final as well.
Yeah. Nice swim there from Archie. Looked, pretty comfortable indeed. Well clear of the rest.
Yeah. There you go.
And Andrew Arthur just getting in at the moment, 28.70. That's probably going to be the final. It's a big ask for some of these guys in the afternoon to swim that much faster than some of these older swimmers.
29 high gets you in the C final, so that's a target for some of the fastest swimmers this afternoon. And they'll be there or thereabouts. Slowest in this morning was 30.1, so there'll be a few. There'll be a few who might just be peppering the edges of that. So let's wait to see where that gets to.
So it's the girls' breaststroke. Lauren Cantley, University of Aberdeen Performance 1. Katie Coventry, Morpeth 2. Emma Burgess from Tadcaster 3. Esme Hall, Borough Stockton 4. Ella Thompson, Perth City 5. Erin Jones, Newcastle Swim Team 6. Maddie Markle, Guildford in lane 7 and 8. It's Katie Gillis, Renfrew Baths. Good start over in lane 2. Katie Coventry. Morpeth swimmer out smartly. Also on the near side, Katie Gillis well there, the Renfrew Bass swimmer. And lane 5, Ella Thompson now coming through to try and challenge. It's all pretty tight. Lane 5 maybe. Not much in it. Katie Coventry. And it's going to be lane 5 just, I think, it's going to get this Ella Thompson just ahead of Katie Coventry. Esme Hall in lane 4 takes third place. Running time for Ella, 33.98. That's a nice swim, nice wee improvement. Heat 2, Maddie Wood, University of Aberdeen Performance 1. Kayla Smith, City Glasgow 2. Connie Hart, South Ayrshire 3. Cassini Mann from Newcastle Whitehall in 4. 5, Evie Mackey, South Lanarkshire. 6, Millie Serrell, Geary. 7, Alana Wilson, Belshill Sharks. And 8, Emma Simpson, Silver City Blues. Cassini Mann does a lot of water polo. Swimmer in lane 4. And maybe that's why she's not taking part in this one. Mary Wood out smartly over on the far side, and she maybe just has this. Evie Mackey coming through strongly in lane 5. There's not much in it. Also well there, Connie Hart in lane 3. Those 3 swimmers almost together. But it looks as though it's going to be Evie Mackey.
Back in.
There. Well, we'll wait and see whether that's good enough to get her into a B final.
Well, it's got to be there or thereabouts.
32.92.
Yeah.
Don't think it'll be good enough to get in the A final, but it's a pretty dominant swim again.
Yeah, she's clearly on fire at the moment.
And as we say, She's just on a 400 IM, and there she is on a 50.
Yeah.
Charlotte Thompson 1, Edinburgh University, Periscope 2, Hannah Bowley 3, and Katie Goodburn 4. That's the Edinburgh University quartet. Anna Finlay, Derwent, Gateside 5. Nuala Gow, University of Aberdeen Performance 6. Harriet Oldfield, Alec Dolphin 7. Paige van der Westhuizen, University of Stirling in 8. Now, wee sister Katie in lane 4 is out smartly. I've seen Archie go out really well in that previous heat. Going nicely in that outside lane. Paige van der Westhuizen, but Katie Goodburn looks good to take this one now, Tony.
Yeah, Hannah, her Edinburgh University compatriot on her inside, but Katie's got this one, I think. Did a good buck swim as well, 31.2, so just behind the buck swim, but I think she'll be pretty happy with that. Taking that heat, it's all about getting in the final, and I'm pretty sure Katie will have managed to do that.
See the 4th place time, 32.68, so maybe something inside 32.5 will be required to get into that that final. Periscope in 5th place, just under 33. So
heat 4, Jessica Kirkwood, University of Aberdeen in 1, Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire in 2, Emily McGee, Dundee City Aquatics in 3, Anna Morgan, Edinburgh Union 4, Emily Morgan Hughes, Stirling Union 5, Emily Robson, Tadcaster in 6, Rebecca Reid from Aberdeen in 7, and Gabriella Winton, Moni Feith in lane 8. And strong start in 4 again, Anna Morgan, not surprising I suppose. Second at Bucks, 30.18, she swam there. She's faster than her entry time, so she's on good form already in this event this season. Already a body length up, that's pretty dominating swim here from Anna Morgan. Edinburgh Uni 22-year-old as she comes into the wall, 30.97, so nicely under the 31 seconds there. So that's a super swim from Anna.
The rest a bit slower there, Tony. One swimmer under 32.5. Emily McGee, so
tight for this A final, isn't it?
Yeah. Only one other swimmer under 33, so 32.5 looks to be the marker. Orla McCarthy in 1 from City Glasgow, teammate Amy McLeod 2, Charlotte Hardy, Edinburgh University 3, and teammates Cara Hanlon 4, Sophie King 5, Sern Tarntine Morpeth 6, Julie Salah from University of Stirling 7, and Amy Owenson from Best is in the outside lane in 8. So Cara Hanlon, winner of this last year, in 4, and her leader Charlotte Hardy, teammate, ex-South Ayrshire swimmer, now at Edinburgh University this year, and here comes Cara Hanlon to take it up, coming through very strongly. She always does the final stages, and she's going to take this by some margin, 30.54. Charlotte Hardy takes 2nd, Sophie King 3rd, Amy McLeod 32.75. I don't think that's going to get Amy into the A final. It'll get her pretty comfortably in the B final. I think the first 3 comfortably into the A final. That's the confirmed result.
There you go.
Yeah, 32.48, so 32.5. Evie Mackey
makes the B.
Getting into the B final. Katie Coventry at the moment is on the margin for the C final.
Yeah, she will be under pressure. Entries this afternoon are going to be starting around about that, so we'll have to wait to confirm that C final in particular. All to play for the swimmers this afternoon. If you happen to be watching this, there's your target. So moving on to the next event, racing through here. This is the Male and Open 200 backstroke. Change pace. 5 heats here. That's your first heat. Finlay Brown, East Lothian in 1. Adam Prushik, Aberdeen Dolphins in 2. Peter McGrother, Derwentside and Gateshead in 4. Thomas DL, Birmingham Union, Peters in 3. Thomas is in 4. Daniel Moorhouse, Derwentside and Gateshead in 5. Harry Cook, Aberdeen Dolphins in 6. Blake Herdman from Inverclyde in 7.
So, again, on paper, this should be pretty close. 2:11.5 to 2:13.7. Very strongly away, Harry Cook.
Not hanging back, is he?
Certainly out, meaning business at this early stage, 28.15.
One Scottish summer meet, junior national team member, and he's going out with intent here.
Yeah. Sometimes that summer meet just gives them that little impetus to kick on when they come back from school holidays, some of these youngsters. And certainly Harry Cook totally dominating this at the moment.
.59.85 under the minute. That's a good, fast first 100. What's his entry time? 2:13. So my goodness, if he can even remotely keep this pace up, he's way under entry. 31.7 was his last 50 there. We'll keep an eye on this third 50. Will be interesting. See how close he is to that second 50 of 31.7. But he looks like he's holding on.
Still looks pretty strong.
He's a couple of seconds faster than anyone else on that last 50. Big look up there.
Just beginning
couple
to
of seconds
slip
down. He
bit.
looks a bit tired, but he's still, you know, he's going to do, if he does anywhere remotely nearer that time, he's going to be a 5-second improvement on his entry. So
indeed,
can he hang on? He's looking tired now though. Come on, Harry, stick at it. Close for second. Lanes 3 and 4.
Yeah, we're probably
Peter
looking
McGrother and Thomas.
A high 2:07 maybe.
Good swim from Harry though.
Well, he's coming back very fast indeed. Might get inside that.
He does,
Yeah,
wow.
he does indeed. 2:06. Left that wee bit left in the tank. Over in lane 3, Peter McGrother just gets up to take second. Blake Herdman in third. Good swims, guys.
Oh, super.
Some very good times.
Yeah. Well, Harry showed them the way, didn't he? And
and that's,
they followed.
and we have we said earlier on, we've seen some very fast times from some of these younger swimmers. It's getting towards the end of the short course season, end of the year, and a lot of them will be targeting this one, the clubs, the coaches. So Ethan Williams, Newcastle swim team in 1, teammate Harry Gibson 2, Aaron Drake, Warner Bass 3, Evan Gallagher, Dermot Gateside 4, Julian O'Croy, Delton in 5, Ferry Walker, Ellesmere College Titans in 6, Ethan Collins, City Glasgow 7, and Alex Clark, Dulwich College, goes in lane number 8. 2:08.6 to 2:11.08. So again, separated by about 3 seconds.
Pause here at the beginning.
Yeah. Just get them settled.
So let's see if the gauntlet has been thrown down by Harry in that first heat. See whether these guys can respond.
Ethan Collins out smartly in lane 7. And also with him, Alex Clark in 8. Coming through in lane 5, I think, just to get it. Julian O'Croy, Alex Clark, Alan Drake, Ethan Collins, all pretty close after the first 50. Alex Clark's going pretty well on that outside lane, Tony.
Yeah, strong.
Not hanging about.
Youth Dulwich swimmer, but he's a youth academy member. 16-year-old Alex was a finalist in this at the Scottish age groups. 16-year-old. Julian, just going with him, is a couple of years younger. One snags. He was a finalist at the next gen meet in summer in Sheffield. And, both of those pretty much neck and neck. Down on the previous heat by a couple of seconds.
It's getting interesting on the far side. Ethan Williams won, Harry Gibson and Drake. And certainly Harry Gibson's coming through strongly. Looks like a good race in their hands in this one now. Julian O'Croy just coming through to take it up, Tony.
It's getting tight. Ivan Gallagher's in lane 4 is the fastest in that last 50. He's left it late though. And it does look like it's going to be lane 5. Julian O'Croy and Drake coming through in 3 as well. Fast finish from Ivan, but I think he's left it too late. And here is Julian. 2:08.25. So that is faster than he swam at the North District meet. So good swim from Julian. Good finish there. Second it was Harry Gibson, third Aaron Drake.
The other guys very much on their entry time. And, Julian just that little bit faster. Now confirmed. So that's your swimmers for heat 3. Daniel Payton, Tynemouth 1, Tyler Spalding, Carnegie 2, Joe Morley, City Manchester in 3, Finlay Davis, University of Stirling 4, Connor Cherrington, Edinburgh University 5, teammate Callum Peebles 6, Flynn Smith, City Liverpool 7, and Owen Brown, Newcastle Swim Team in the outside lane 8.
First of the circle seeded heats. Finlay Davis back in the water. All rounder. And he is out on his outside. Connor Cherrington was injured all last year, Connor. So he's really just on his way back. Edinburgh University swimmer. And had a strong last season in his school year, and then just very unfortunate in his first year at university. So working his way back, looking strong, but it's Finlay at the moment, half a second up on Connor. And Callum Peebles, his teammate, just on his outside. And Finlay, I suspect he'll need to push this one a little bit harder than he did his 400 IM, and that's 2 tough events in the one session. 200 backstroke is a hard one. It really plays on your legs, 200 backstroke. By the end of it, you know you've been in a race. 57.04. So he's still looking pretty smooth though, Finlay. Lovely long rangy backstroke. Edinburgh Uni swimmers trying to push up on him. Good turn from Finlay there, right out to 12 metres, but Connor is slowly building back. Callum Peebles trying to go with them. Flynn Smith not too far behind, but Connor now has just moved ahead. Look at that 50. He was
very good,
quite a bit faster.
Over a second faster. Got the momentum now.
And Connor pushing on, so let's see what he can do as he comes in on the last length. Connor, he's in under the minute. He's been much faster than that, but let's see.
A really good
Finlay coming back.
Finlay.
Yeah, you can see. Is he going to catch him? Not quite. 59.58. So nicely paced there from Connor. Finlay was out fast. He's back. Came back in, just missing out on first with Callum Peebles. 2:01.15. So nice swim in there. Good swim from Callum. That's a big uplift on his entry. So
hard to know if Finlay was just saving himself.
Was he
a
playing?
Bit in that one. He didn't seem to do too much. It was the final stages, that final turn, he got probably about 12 and a half metres before he surfaced.
Long rangy stroke there. Moving on to the penultimate heat in this one. Jed Armitage, Highland Swimming in lane 1. Andrew Salkin, Martin Midlothian in 2. Nikolai Cisnet, City Glasgow in 3. Jordan McPhail, Edinburgh Uni in 4. Lewis Maxwell, Derwentide and Gateshead in 5, Finlay Bruce, Perth City in 6, Logan van der Meulen, Phoenix in 7, Edward Bell from Millfield in 8. So fastest in is Jordan McPhail, Edinburgh University swimmer. Been training overseas for the first part of the season, but he's back now. South African. He's been training in South Africa for the last 2 or 3 months. No swimmer in lane 8, so no Edward Bell. He's not made the trip from Millfield for this one anyway. So good turnouts in 2 and 3. So that's Andrew Salkin and Nikolai Cisnet, a young swimmer from City of Glasgow, only 15. Age group champion, junior national team member, and strong in this event. Jordan maybe just pushing away from him at the moment, but it's those two who have a lead, 28-15 in that first 50, so that's marginally down on the last heat, but Finlay did look like he went out really hard and then eased back a little, and Jordan and Nikolai have got this one, also in 5. Finlay Bruce. Sorry, 6.
Yeah, Nikolai Cisnek going pretty well, Tony.
Yeah.
4th in the B final last year. That was swimming as a 14-year-old, 15 now.
Lovely turn. He really makes the most of these turns, does Nikolai. Very strong technical turn swimmer on the short course. So Jordan is effectively faster swimming, but Nikolai is coming out half a metre up on every turn. And for a youngster, that's pretty good going. You normally expect the more experienced swimmers to be the ones that get the technical, but as you see, every length Jordan comes back. Is Nikolai going to hold on this one, or is Jordan going to come back as he has on every other length? Whoa, it's very, very tight.
I think Nikolai just gets this.
Yeah. Nice. 158.
Pretty close to previous race. Jordan McPhail also under the 2-minute mark, so both these guys will be back in the A final.
Not sure Nikolai's been under 2 minutes before.
No.
That's pretty good going. Scottish junior record is 156.96, and he's got another year, so
yeah,
got to be
every
within
chance
the
of getting
sights.
that one. Yeah.
Final heats: Conan Swinney, Derwentide and Gateshead in 1, Jack Simpson, University of Stirling in 2, Fergus Thompson, University of Aberdeen in 3, Matthew Ward, Bath Performance Centre in 4, David Anis, University of Stirling in 5, Evan Davidson, Edinburgh Uni in 6, Charlie Foster, Royal Wolverhampton in 7, teammate Harry Langford in lane 8. So I think Royal Wolverhampton have got 2 swimmers here, and they've managed to get them both in the same heat, which not great for the coach, I suspect, but anyway. Matthew Ward, firm favourite here. Silver last year, 153.11. Cam Booker got the British record last night at the English short course meet. Matthew had a very strong bucks in both fly and back. He did more fly than back. He didn't do this at bucks. Focused on the 150 fly, 150 backstroke. Did well in all of those. And I think he did this 200 at the bucks, but not the 150. Strong start, 26.05, significantly faster than the rest so far. So this is dominant already from Matthew. He is the standout swimmer in this field, really. And he's showing it here. Either side of him, it's Fergus Thompson, University of Aberdeen, in 3. And in 4, David Anis. David Anis from Stirling has already swum in the 4 and IM, David. And Fergus Thompson is a Scottish national squad member. Second at the next gen meet in the summer. junior finalist at the Olympic summer at the British Championships in April. Well, it's a 1:24.16 there. So 4 seconds up on the previous. Got to think he doesn't need to push it too hard. Fergus is looking good, and David Annis coming in third, but I'm pretty sure comfortably into the A final for all three of these. Nice swim from Matthew. It looked good there. Oh, we didn't. I'm pretty sure that time will get adjusted. That seems slight delay. And second and third. So they're the 1, 2, 3 fastest into the final.
Evan Davison in fourth might just scrape in.
It's going to be tight, isn't it? I'm surprised if Matthew's time doesn't get adjusted down, but I'm not sure it's going to be. Let's see. I guess he won it, and so they might not be.
54.55. That's what's initially registered, but yeah, it seemed to be a wee bit faster than that, Tony. As you rightly said, he seemed to hit the pad and maybe just.
There you go, 1:53.45. So that's pretty good going.
Yeah.
Nice heat swim. He looked pretty good there. So.
Yeah, full second faster than the actual time that was registered.
Sometimes happens. He just did just slight touch on the pad rather than really coming in strong. So here's the A finalists so far. Evan does squeeze in.
Finlay Davis another final.
He's had a busy morning, Evan. 100 free earlier.
Callum Peebles just missing out on the A final.
So it's just A and B in the 200s, isn't it? So
so 2:06.5. They've got to go faster than that to get into that B final.
It's a tough ask.
Very tough ask, especially since these guys are 2:13, so they've got to swim 8 seconds or so faster at least to get any chance. It's ladies' turn. So our first of the 5 heats: Atilia Hendon, Tadcaster 1, Charlotte Soulsby, Newcastle Swim Team 2, Faye Prosser, Highland Swim Team 3, Freya Beach, Newcastle Swim Team 4, Maddie Marco, Guildford in 5, Mila Morris, Derwent and Gateside 6, Lucy Raper, Morpeth 7, and Felicity Oliva from Annick Dolphins goes in at lane number 8. 2:24s, 0.13 through to 0.98, so it was less than a second cover the whole field, Tony, so we'll see if this is as tight as it is on paper.
Doesn't often work that way in 200s, but let's see.
Strongly out in lane number 6 is Neil Morris, Derwent Gateside. And the ages range from 13 right through to 25. 7 of the swimmers 16 or under. Faye Prosser, the one that's the veteran of the field at 25. And it's Maddie Marco at the moment with the advantage. She still has that advantage over Amelia Morris. So lanes 5 and 6. Clear at the moment, about a body length clear is Maddie. 108.28. So Maddie, the Scottish age group champion in the long course event that we had up at Aberdeen earlier in the year. So the youngster really totally dominant in this one, the youngest swimmer in this heat, looking really good at the moment. 1:44.88. Lucy Raper coming through with a charge in lane 7. So can Lucy Raper put in a late charge here? The Morpeth swimmer.
Same as our 4 and IM on our freestyle leg. She came back like a train in that, didn't she? And took that heat. And is she going to do something similar on this 200 backstroke? But the 13-year-old, Maddie Marco, national age group champion, junior national team member. Entry time 2:24.2, does a 2:21.04, so that's a lovely improvement for her.
Yeah, nice improvement on her entry time.
Lucy just left it too late.
Yeah, both girls will be delighted with those times though.
Yep.
3 seconds faster than their entry time. That gives them a fighting chance, maybe getting into the B final.
Yeah.
2:21s.
Yep, apparently high 220s in the rankings, and only takes a couple of people just to be slightly off it. There we are, Heat 2, Leah Rafferty, Western Bartonshire in 1, Matilda Smith, City Sunderland in 2, Catherine Bodie, University of Aberdeen Performance in 3, Ara Gill, Carnegie in 4, Lisa McNair, Stirling Swimming in 5, Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow in 6, Heather Clubb from Aberdeen Dolphins in 7, and Nadine Wilson, Borough Stockton in 8. 2:22s high up to 2:24 low, so just over a second between these, but as we saw in that last heat, that doesn't necessarily result in a close race. It's 13 seconds between first and 8th last heat, so
indeed.
Let's see what this one throws up for us. Strong start in 5, so that's Lisa McNair. Oh, I've just seen Big Sister have a comfortable 4 IM this morning. She's looking good, nice steady head.
Yeah.
Very smooth stroke from Lisa. The bronze medalist at the Scottish Summer Meet. And does just slightly behind Nadine Wilson. In line here in lane 8. Nadine, the Borough Stockton swimmer, she's gone out very strong and has got half a body length up on Lisa, who's then got another body length up, I think, on the rest of the field, maybe half a body. On lane 2, Matilda Smith from City of Sunderland. So coming up to halfway. 1:08.29, so almost 1/100th difference to the previous heat at the halfway stage. So pacing it pretty closely with them, so if they can get, this heat can get similar, they'll be nicely under their entries again.
And Dean's still going pretty well, Tony. Just the rest have got to make a charge to get back in terms. Catherine Bodie and Ara Gill trying to get into the mix in 3 and 4.
So she's dropped behind the previous now, and about half a second down on the previous. So we're going to come back some on this last 50. Lane 2 looking strong now. Matilda, but still in lane 8. Nadine, what's she got left in this final 25?
It's getting pretty close behind. Lane 2 finishing very strongly indeed. That's still going to be lane 8, or is it? Lane, yeah. A wee bit slower than the previous heat there, Tony.
Yeah.
Lisa McNair 2:23 as well. 46 and 85 respectively. So the 2:22s at the moment. 2 of them under 2:23. That's got to give them a really fighting chance now of getting into the B final.
Let's see what happens in these next 3 heats, which are circle seeded.
Yeah.
In this 3rd heat, Emmy Aitken, University of Aberdeen Performance in 1, Darcy Jackson from Tadcaster in 2, Lily Rose Carr, City of Lincoln in 3, Gabriella Freeman from Morpeth in 4, Amy Shields, Edinburgh Uni in 5, Abby McNerney, Inverclyde in 6, Alison Wood, University of Aberdeen Performance in 7, and Kirsty Gilmore, South Lanarkshire in lane 8.
So looking for Abby McKerney maybe in lane 6 to try and challenge some of these swimmers in 4 and 5. Inverclyde swimmer's been another one that's been swimming pretty strongly in the last few months.
And she's started well. She's going to turn first, but it looks things. Abby. Yep. So yeah, looking strong, pretty close though. There's 4 or 5 of them in a line, but it's going to be Abby. Must have a crystal ball, Robert. But, still pushing ahead, lane 3 maybe. Also there is Lily Rose Carr from the city of Lincoln. But the inside lanes are just trailing a little bit. But we'll see whether both the oldest swimmers in the race as well, see whether their experience will come through.
You'd expect Amy Shields in lane 5 to maybe come through at the later stages here, but Abby McKerney's
strong,
half
isn't
a
she?
body length clear. Amy Shields now on her shoulder, coming menacingly through to potentially challenge. Gabby Freeman possibly just gone into 3rd place. And here comes Amy Shields using all her experience to come upsides Abby at this stage.
Still there, isn't she, Abby, though?
But she's going well. Is the Inverclyde lass. 41.65. Abby is still holding them off at the moment.
It's going to be. She's pulling away again now, so she's had a super race here, really controlled it from the front.
Yeah.
She's shown a clean pair of heels to both Amy and Gabriella, who were the fastest qualifiers into this, and she's looking stronger and stronger, Abby. Just that 3rd 50 looked like she may be wavering, but she's held it together, and here she comes, and this is going to be a super swim for her.
Yeah.
2:15.60, sorry. What are your lottery numbers tonight, Robert? Just out of interest.
I'm not usually as good at this, at telling you who's going to win, but that was some swim. I did expect her to go faster than the entry time, but not as fast as that.
Yeah, well,
that will get her comfortably into the A final.
Should do.
And I would expect Gabby Freeman in her 2:17 also to be comfortably there.
Next heat, Millie Searle, Gary in 1, Ailey Milne, Keltson 2, Zara Kravitz, East Lothian in 3, Caitlin Ebbage, University of Stirling in 4, Millie Mainwaring, City of Glasgow in 5, Rebecca Reid from Aberdeen in 6, Chloe Brotherton is in 7, the South Tyne swimmer Sydney Boyd from Midlothian in lane 8. So fastest in, Caitlin Ebbage. And entry time for 2:09.
Is that a change of name? Millie Mainwaring? Is that the Melissa Mainwaring?
Yeah, no, her friends always called her Millie, and she's clearly decided, having changed to City of Glasgow, to take the opportunity to update her registration with Scottish Swimming, and she is Millie, formerly Millie, as opposed to Melissa. So, moved to City of Glasgow last year. This is our 2nd year there from West Lothian, and sticking with Caitlin at the moment as they come up to their first 50. Zara Kravitz also in lane 3, so 31.66, so just slightly down on the previous heat.
Zara going nicely in 3, Tony.
Yeah, she looks strong. Swam the 100 free earlier, I think. Don't think we've seen Caitlin or Millie in the pool this morning, so Zara's got the cobwebs out of her, out the system, and it's the 3 of them though, not a lot between them, is there?
It's the 3 of them turning together.
Yeah, back to Caitlin. So similar to Abigail in the previous. Abby had a very strong second 100 really, 66 out, 69 back, which is very good going on a 200 backstroke. Let's see if these 3 are able to show that same form that Abby did in the first of these circle seeded heats. Maybe Millie. is just edging ahead. Strong third 50 for her.
Yeah.
141.40, so she's still just ahead of Abigail. Now, who's got it on this final 50? That was a strong surge from Millie. Caitlin trying to stick with her, see whether she can get pulled into faster swim.
Yeah, Zara's not giving this one
No,
up either.
good turn from Zara there, very quick flip over. And is she going to get back on Millie? Looks like she might, you know.
Zara Kravis might give this
Yeah,
one.
I think she's got it.
Yeah, she has indeed. That was some swim. Yeah, slightly faster than entry time.
Yeah.
2:14, 2:15 and 2:16.
God, I think they're okay, I would
think
say.
they're okay, yeah.
It's going to be tight though. I mean, it's all the next heat. They've got, you've got 1, 2, 3, at least 3 swimmers who are in and around. Well, Holly clearly, but there's another couple. So yeah, we're going to interesting to see.
Certainly expect Holly and Susie to be there.
Yeah.
It's a question of whether the rest can get anywhere near their entry times,
Indeed.
which they've got to do.
The rest being Grace Brown from Newcastle in 1, Aileen Ferris, Cumbernauld in 2, Heidi Wren, City of Glasgow in 3, Holly McGill, University of Stirling in 4, Susan McNair, University of Stirling in 5, and Laura Ann Marshman, teammate in 6, Millie Linton, Borough Stockton in 7, and Matilda Bassendale, Forth Valley in lane 8. So Holly McGill, the firm favourite, you would think, in this one. Clear ahead of the rest of the field in a 2:04 entry. Second in this event last year. Competed at the World Champs. Just missed out on a final. Ended up 10th. But swam very, very well at that meet. And not surprisingly, clear dominating lead on even on that first 50, 29.57. It's for the rest, really, isn't it, to battle out for.
The rest are very much on the same time as swimmers in the previous 2 heats. Holly McGill, 6-7 metres clear now
already. Yeah, that's quite a dominant lead, isn't it?
Wow.
Crikey. 1:00.49. That's pretty good first 100 pace. So I don't know if she's doing one of these, pretending this is a big meet that she's got to go flat out in the heat, but it does look like it, to be honest.
Yeah.
She's not, does not look like she's holding back, and she's definitely going for this one. The rest of them, it could be any one of 5. They've been blown out of the water here. We'll check them against the previous heats to see if they're on line for another 31, 1:31.95. I mean, this is going to be not far off our entry time, you know.
No, yeah, going to be pretty close to that entry time.
If she just keeps it going, she's looking strong. So that last 50 for her was a 31.4. Susie, 1:42.7. So that's just behind the previous heat. So they've got to push on, these 4. Really push on, but my goodness, Holly McGill has ripped this one apart. And she comes in to the wall, and she's 2:03.62. Wow, I mean, that's
a second plus faster than our entry.
And only just outside the old Scottish record that Katie, I think Katie went 2:02 last weekend.
Well, I don't think Heidi Wren's going to be in the B final, in the A final. Susie McNair will. Millie Linton, I think, might just scrape in 8th place on a 2:17, but that's going to be the borderline mark.
So let's see. What a swim there from Holly.
Yeah,
definitely no holding back on that one.
That's confirmed times. Holly McGill, Sue McNair will certainly be in the in the A final.
Millie just scraping, maybe.
Just, I think.
Yeah.
And that 2:17.
Tied 7th.
Yeah, tied for 7th. Heidi Wren, as I say, just missing out.
Comfortably in the B final though. Yeah. Maddie Markle there,
yeah,
squeezing into that B final from the
Yeah, that the
first heat.
The 221s
Yeah.
got them in.
Yep, good swimming there from those early heat swimmers. You can do it from the early heats. So back to splash and dash.
Yeah, with 50s again. It's butterfly. Wheel open.
5 heats again.
Ross Anderson, Edinburgh University 3, Harry Cook, Aberdeen Dolphins 4, Titus Pike, Newcastle in 5, and Cyril Goulin, Edinburgh University in 6.
Harry's already had a super 200 backstroke earlier on. What's he like on 50 fly? It's looking pretty strong. Nothing between these guys. 0.1 between them on entry. So Sidar, good turn. Titus Pike. Looks like it's between these two. Who's going to edge it? Oh, Titus just, 25, 23. So just up on his entry. Sidar second. Harry just edging out. Ross. Very close, 3/100s there between Titus and Sidar. 2, Cameron Finlayson, Harding Midlothian in lane 1. Jasper Harrison best in 2, Devon Crichton, Chester Street in 3, Nikolai Cisnet, City Glasgow in 4, Round Brown, Elgin in 5, Will Gibson, Durham City in 6, Edward Bell from Millfield in 7, and he is swimming this one, Micah Van Blerk in 8. Good start from Micah, also going well in 4, no lane 3, so no 9 Devon Crichton, Nikolai Cisnet out there strong, Micah down here. It's between those two at the moment. Nikolai not long out the 200 backstroke. A good turn again.
Another good turn, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's good on the technical stuff. Yeah. And he's coming in 25.07. Just faster than his entry. And
I'll certainly get my swim later on, whether it's the B or the C final, we'll wait and see. The rest are all a little bit faster on paper than Nikolai. It's the first of the 3 seeded heats. Adi Al-Bed, University of Stirling 1, Tom Bailey, University of Aberdeen Performance 2, Stefan Kravitz, Edinburgh University 3, Gregor Swinney, City Glasgow 4, Aidan Kay, teammate 5, 6, Max Oldham, Edinburgh University, 7, Navy Singular, Highland Swim Team, and 8, Finlay Nelson, University of Stirling.
So no Gregor Swinney, he's not here.
No Gregor.
But we've seen Stefan doing a fantastic 100 free earlier. Yeah. Is he going to follow it up on this 50 fly? And it looks like he is. Look at that, he's off. Looking very, very, very strong.
Aidan Kay possibly just second.
Yeah, it's between these two, isn't it?
Yeah. Travis has got this one. Kay second.
24.02.
Bailey in third. Tom Bailey really just needs a 200.
Yeah.
But good swim from Stefan.
Yeah, that's 152 short for Tom, isn't it? Still not bad. 24.59 gets in third.
Good. And 5 of them under 25.
Yeah, I suspect a 23 or a very low 24 is going to be needed to get in this one. Next heat, Lucas Lowry, Aquajets in Newcastle in 1, James Kilpatrick, Carnegie in 2, Auckland Parrott, Edinburgh in 3, Brogan Hyde in 4 from Union Stirling, teammate Dean Farnan in 5, Jensen Norris, Perth City in 6, Benji Jeffries in 7, Matthias Midyar in lane 8. Dean Fern in 5, looks so strong in that 100 free, and this is one of his favoured events. Dean, and he's looking strong already. 23.24 is the Scottish senior record. I think he's going to get pretty close to this. Also going well in 7 is Benji Jeffries. That's going to be Dean. 23.50.
Very, very close to that Scottish record.
Yeah. So, and we're just moving on to the final heat, where the Scottish record holder swims. It's Brodie Gordon Gibson in 5. Broke that record at the Bugs meet a few weeks ago. In 1, Nathaniel Shanubi, Stirling, Callum Rose in 2 from Edinburgh Uni, Kieran Lennox, University of Aberdeen in 3. In 4, Jamie Robertson, Eunice Stirling, Brodie in 5, Rudy McKinnon in 6, Alfie Price, already a good swim in 100 free this morning, in 7, and now Ryan Ferguson in 8. So this is
a very level start. Brodie Gordon Gibson out quite well, but Jamie Robertson, Kieran Lennox, next to nothing between all of them. Good turn in lane 3 though. Kieran Lennox. Lennox looks as though he might just get this one. Gordon Gibson gets that at the touch. 23.54, flying at the Geth. Kieran Lennox just hanging on to get second. Well, Brodie wanted that one at the end, just got up.
Yep.
Jamie Robertson, those 3 will be in the final, I'm sure.
Definitely. There we go, that's your A final. B.
That's your B final. Tom Bealey making that B final, and that's your C final. Nikolai Cisnet in that one as well. So, got to go faster than 24.5.
Yep. That's a tough ask this afternoon, but.
So it's ladies now. Asma Lafer from Bahrain in 2, Sophie McMahon, University of Aberdeen Performance 3, Heidi Wren, City Glasgow 4, Charlotte Thompson, Edinburgh University 5, and Melissa Turnbull, University of Stirling in lane 6. 20.59 to 28.84, so quarter of a second for the 5 girls on this one. Oh, pretty level start. Lane 4, maybe just shading it. Heidi Wren. Slightly better start from her. And Heidi Wren at the turn with the advantage. Melissa Turnbull on the near side, but Heidi Wren, I think, just shading this. Anna Lafleur in lane 2 coming through to challenge. And it's Anna, I think, in 2 that's going to take this one. Asma Lafleur, Heidi Wren, Melissa Turnbull. Just wait for that to be confirmed. Asma Lafleur, 28.85. Takes that. Very much on her entry time. Heat 2, Amy Hutchison from Lyric. 2, Georgina Hawkins, Faltis Penguins. 3, Jade Blake, University of Stirling. 4, Meredith Harness, Dadcaster. 5, Alice Cummings, City Glasgow. 6, Katie Coventry, Morpeth, Senior Man from East Hill, Whitehill, if she's swimming, is 7, and Kira Pembo, Edinburgh University, in 8, no Kizia Man. And Katie Coventry back in, that's her 3rd swim in lane 6.
Nothing between them really, is there?
Not a lot.
Wow.
Might just be Alice Cumming, the City Glasgow swimmer. And Alice Cumming finishing very strongly indeed. She takes that one. 28.21. Well, firstly on her entry, 28.20.
Nice one there. So moving on to the confirmation of that one. Not a lot between them. No swimmer in lane 7. So heat 3, Anna Dunlop from Dumfries in 1, Emily Maxwell, Derwentside and Gateshead in 2, Yasmin Perry, City Glasgow in 3, Eve Wood from Orkney in 4, Ailey Robertson, South Ayrshire in 5, Layla Weatherspoon, Hearts in 6, Jade Ferry, City of Manchester in 7, and Marie Wood in 8. So 26.7 out to 28, the circle seeded heat. Eve Wood, Orkney swimmer, is fastest in, won the Island Games. Eve held up in Orkney in the summer. And it's still maybe lane 3, Yasmin Perry, City of Glasgow, Eve going with her, also strong in 6 is Layla Weatherspoon.
Yes, Perry's got it though.
Yep, 27.02. That's a nice swim for her. I think that's faster than our entry, that's for sure. So penultimate individual race coming up from this morning's session. Confirmation there. I think those three in the 27s will get themselves in. I think we'll see. Chloe Harris, Edinburgh Uni in 1. Seren Talentire, Morpeth in 2. Leila Mundell, Hunt Melodian in 3. Lucy Grieve, University of Stirling in 4. Sophie King, Edinburgh Uni in 5. Ailsa Clubb, Aberdeen Dolphins in 6. Charlotte Smith, Edinburgh Uni in 7. Amber Hinton, Dumfries, 15-year-old in 8. And strong start in 4, as you might expect. Lucy Grieve, Scottish junior record holder. Lucy has really come through at Stirling as well, into that senior rankings. And she looks very, very strong. Going well in 7 as well, Charlotte Smith. But Lucy's going to take this one. 26.05. Wow.
Very close to the Scottish record.
It is only 1200s.
Yeah.
That's a super swim from Lucy. It's faster than her entry. I'm not sure that's a PB, but it's certainly swift.
Yep.
Very swift. See whether she can pepper that. Well, she's peppering it already, whether she can cut through that record this evening. Super swim. Holds back there. Final heat.
Morgan Brophy, Edinburgh University 1, teammate Catherine Renfrew 2, Josephine Klein, University of Stirling 3, Ciara Slawson, Edinburgh University in 4, Abby McKerney, Inverclyde in 5, 6 Faith Yoder, Edinburgh University 7, Naomi Parker, City of Manchester 8, Lila Smith, Aberdeen. Well, Abby McKerney will go well in lane 5. Having had a swim earlier on, has she got anything left? Lanes 1 and 4 well there. Megan Brophy, Ciara Slawson, and Ciara Slawson coming through probably to take this one. Faith Yoder coming through in 6 to try and get in the mix, but no doubt lanes 4 and 1 and 6. Catherine Renfrew also well there. Catherine Renfrew takes 3rd, but no doubt the winner of that one. Bit slower than the previous heat, 26.48. Ciara Slawson, Morgan Brophy takes 2nd. Catherine Renfrew, I think, will be in the final.
Very tight there. Eve Wood just sneaking in.
Eve Wood just, as you say, scraping in. Lily Mundell just missing out in the B final. She'll be in the C final. So sub 29 is what's required to get the girls this afternoon if they want to get a swim later on this evening. So that's all our individual swims done, Tony.
Yep.
It's a bit of fun now to finish the session. It's a mixed 4x50 freestyle relay. So with 3 heats, it did come up on the caption 1 of 5, as we mentioned a wee bit earlier on if you were with us at the start. The last 2 heats are swim this evening. So just 3 go in the first heat. Tynemouth go in 3, Carnegie in 4, and the Geary B team go in lane 5. So it's guys first. You can mix
this one anyway.
Mix and match it.
Yep. Does different teams do different things, so that's what makes it quite a fascinating type of race, as it generally moves back and forward right up until the last wall. And here we go, we've got 2 male and open swimmers going in next to and 1 female, so that will swift about now, but then it will all come back in the last 50. So going for Tynemouth in this one, it's Adam Meikle, Ava O'Neill's Carnegie swimmer, and Austin McPherson for Geary. And it is in 3 Adam Meikle, who's looking strong. He swam this morning already, under 3 I think it was, and he does look good there. And he comes in handing over to Beth Richardson. Got a sizable lead over the other 2 teams. Freya Keeling in for Carnegie and Tyler Watson for Geary. And Geary pulling back, but Tynemouth are way out in the lead now. It's their last swimmer is going to be Molly Young. I think there's going to be a lot of catching up to do if this is going to happen, but it's looking like time now. If they're going to take this one, it should be closer for second and third, with Ava Smith going in for Gary and James Kilpatrick for Carnegie, and he's caught up on the start almost. I think he's got too much to do to catch up on Molly Young, but he's going strong. He's going to get second, but no doubt about it, Tynemouth here by quite a margin as they come into the wall. 1:45.35. That was a nice swim. James comes in with Carnegie, 3 seconds down, and bringing it in, Gary, Ava Smith.
For a lot of these swimmers, just good to get the experience of swimming.
Yep.
In a really Scottish short course. Well done, Tynemouth. And swimming a wee bit faster entry time by a couple of seconds or so. Second heat, 6 teams go in this one. Durham City in 2, Tadcaster, their C team, go in 3, Perth City in 4, Glenrothes in 5, Kingshill, Whitehall in 6, and Best in lane 7. On paper, separated by less than a second, Tony, 1:46.13 to 1:47, but it never turns out that way. So a mixture of guys and girls in this one, leading off. Durham City and Tadcaster 2 and 3 going well, and in 7, Best. That's possibly just lane 3. Tadcaster, Taylor Horseman will go in for them. Best have Amy Owenson, and Durham City have Charlotte Judson. So still the advantage over in 3, Tony.
2 male swimmers going out for Tadcaster first, so let's see if that tactics work. Best have gone male, female, female, male, and coming through strong in 4, Perth City.
Now can Tadcaster with Ruby Robinson hang on? We've got a good lead at the moment.
It's going to tighten up though, isn't it?
It's beginning to get a bit more interesting. Perth coming through into second place.
Everyone else has male and open swimmer in this last leg apart from the leaders. Tadcaster, can Zara Holt hold on? She's going to have 6 swimmers pushing hard.
Now she's got just over 2 seconds advantage.
This is going to be tight.
It could be very tight indeed. Here comes Perth City.
Callum McKenzie, Will
Durham.
Gibson for Durham.
Durham going well.
Oh, Durham maybe. Yeah.
Durham and Perth.
Come through strong in 6 as well, but it's going to be Durham, I think.
Durham, Perth and Tadcaster. Just virtually everybody faster at entry time by a second or so.
Yeah. Good race there. Tadcaster holding on for 3rd.
Not quite hanging in there.
So moving on to the very last race of this morning's swimming. As Robert said, this is heat 3 of 5. The fastest 2 heats will be in this evening's session. Just so you're thinking you want to come and join us again, well, 12:50 for the afternoon session start, and the racing starts for the evening session at 17:30, so please do make sure you come back for that, where you'll see the fastest 2 heats of this mixed medley relay. But before we get to that, here's the 3rd, with Alnwick Dolphins in 1, City of Glasgow C in 2, Aberdeen Dolphins in 3, Tadcaster B in 4, Phoenix in A, in 6 is Warrender Juniors team, Aquajets in Newcastle in 7, and Gary in 8.
144s through to 145s again, about a second or so for cover all 8 teams.
So Warrender, the only swimmer with a female in this first leg. It's all male. And in lane 2, that's City of Glasgow. It's Anna McCarty coming into the pool now for them. Another team's gone male. Every other team's gone male apart from City of Glasgow and Warrender, so let's see how that pans out. And nothing in it, maybe lane 7.
Yeah, just aquajets, I think, just shading
Tight
it.
as pike.
Well, it's lane 5 just.
That's Logan van der Meulen.
The two girls are going in for Phoenix Aquatics to finish the job. But, it's all pretty close. Lane 4 just, I think, ahead, Tony.
Yeah, looks like it. It's Emily Robson handing over to Eloise Herbert. The Tadcaster B team, still one to come this evening. So there's Eloise, she's in. And in lane 7, it's Rebecca Smith from Aquajets. And as they come back, going strong in 2 as well.
Well,
Kansas City
Glasgow putting a late surge here.
It's not going to be enough, I don't think. And it's going to be Tadcaster's B team with Eloise Herbert just edging out Glasgow. And super swim there, so that's faster than the previous heats.
Tactics worked there for Tadcaster this time.
Yeah, very good.
Yep.
So that concludes. We'll just wait for confirmation.
Yeah, we'll just wait for that to be confirmed, as you say, Tony. But that's us just about done and dusted.
There's a degree of uncertainty on relays. The takeovers can be a challenge to execute and judge. So, although there is a system, isn't it? Isn't it?
There is a system. Yeah, there's an electronic system that the referees are told about. Once the takeover, they'll get the thumbs up from the box inside saying everything's fine. If it is, or if it's not, they'll say there's a problem.
So I don't know whether somebody's having a sleep or whether there's a problem. We'll find out shortly. Good morning swimming. Some fantastic racing there. Really good heat races.
A lot of fast times again this morning.
Yeah, setting us up for some excellent finals later on.
We're just waiting for that. Well, as we half suspected, a slight delay. A team from Aberdeen Dolphins disqualified for a technical infraction. Probably a takeover, but we don't know.
No.
That's it. Thanks very much for being with us for session 1. As Tony says, we're back here 12:50 is when we get underway, and you'll be with us hopefully at 12:45. So bye-bye from Robert Taylor and bye-bye from Tony Rose.